but I confess I'm wrong, 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 but I confess I'm wrong.
Do 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 do. Good evening. Back by popular demand. Do 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 do.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom Homies, produced by LK Productions.
I'm sure I could, depending on how far it would go. Hello, everybody. Welcome into May 30th, 2023. It is a little past 9 o'clock. I am your host, Ken Stout, with the Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. We have Captain Ahab, Greg Guy, Sam, Tim Soul, and Chris Garrett over in Zoom already. Hello, Captain Ahab, Greg, Tim,
Hello.
and Chris, and Sam.
Hello, Ken.
Good to see
Hello.
everybody. Is this going to be like a different themed person every day of the week, William?
I don't know. I found the video. And when you go to camera effects, you got you got video filters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh is playing something, Fish Windows XP or something. I don't know what it said.
I see Tony. I don't know who was first because I set this up at noon, and then things happen. I see BH Ringer's in chat. It's good to see BH Ringer. Tony Wattle's in chat. Mike Wojcik's in chat. Bobby Warren says good evening to everybody. Brian says, is he late for tonight? Am I late for this morning show or early for tonight's show?
I don't think anybody claimed first, second, or third.
I don't know, and I can't go back far enough in.
Well, I already looked at it, but nobody did.
That didn't surprise me because I scheduled it so doggone early because Doug had mentioned that I didn't have a stream, and I knew I couldn't do Da Vinci today, so I just went ahead and scheduled this.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Biden has fun with the credit card number I left him.
Yeah, I seen that. That's pretty funny.
I did read that.
But I do want to talk to him when he gets here to find out what was going on. He said he wasn't seeing it. Tony is saying Sam was number one. Okay. So cool. I don't have a picture of Sam though, I don't think. So I'll have to
in the chat.
Yeah, Sam that's in chat.
Oh, One Fish?
Yeah, One Fish. One Fish 26.
Oh, that's Sam? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is one.
Yeah. Oh, Sam? BH Ringer says howdy to me and the homies. Looks like he's waving and having a beer. Boy, I tell you what, I could use a beer right now. I will say this about my golf game. This was the most interesting day of golf I've had in such a long time. The front nine and the back nine were identical, mirrored of each other. As you know, when you look in a mirror, things are reversed, right?
Yeah.
So if you can imagine, the front nine was really, really awesome. And the back nine was really, really horrible. But they were exact to the number opposite of one another. It's eerie. I don't know how well the video turned out. I know she shot the video. And like I said, this one I'm going to take my time and see if I can add something to it as it goes along. And it might take me a day or two to actually do it. It's not something I can whip up in 10 or 15 minutes. So, watched a little bit of Kerry today.
Well, I didn't watch it, but I listened to it at work because he was doing that crazy build for a DJ that was purple and white. Kind of cool. I'm impressed with that. Cheap, what was it? What was that? M.2?
Yeah, 2 terabyte, I believe.
It was really cheap. It had a weird name that I can't even pronounce. He can't even pronounce it.
Yeah, it was weird name, weird company.
He did, what was it? Crystal disc on it. Wow, pretty cool. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. So before Brian Lightfoot criticizes the first tonight, yes, it had the wrong date on it because I didn't get home from golfing and dinner in time to go in and edit anything. I will take care of that for tomorrow. It will reflect today's date, though, because I always do it from the night before. So it had the right person with the wrong date. And maybe nobody caught it, but now I've let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. So, oops.
Oops. She did again.
Yep.
Who did that song? Britney
Spears, I thought.
Don't worry, the cat's asleep over here, so it won't tell him.
Oh, it wasn't Captain Ahab's cat. Oops, did it again.
Oops, I farted again.
Oh, damn, Chris, you beat me to it.
Somebody made a song of her singing that.
Did you guys see the link I posted in the Zoom homies today, early this morning?
No, I didn't.
This woman took the song Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Oh, nice.
And then she did the Doug Betts thing and cloned herself 4 times. And in 4 different voices sang the song Bohemian Rhapsody. But it wasn't the words to Bohemian Rhapsody. I might play it after the stream ends.
Yeah.
it was I thought it was hilarious myself. I started watching it. I'm like, and then the more she got into this and the more she sang, the funnier it got. And I'm like, I'm watching this whole thing. So
I bet it's pretty cool.
it
I
was.
mentioned
You got a good sense of humor. Sometimes I'm kind of I'm in the middle.
Tim, I mentioned the word fart one time on Doug's stream, and he referred to it as adult word.
Really?
I don't remember when that was. I said, I guess that's a difference between being from the South and being from California, because I guess they don't use that word regularly.
Oh, calm down now. And we're both old farts. We're both in California and Georgia.
I know, but you probably don't hear it really much in California.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
you probably hear it just, I mean, seriously, everywhere about the same.
California was a culture shock for me moving out here from Georgia, but I originally grew up in Virginia.
Well, I don't think my niece likes it too good. She said they're rude compared to what they are in Georgia.
You know what I really miss, Chris? Driving down the highway, and Kerry Holzman talked about that today a little bit. Driving down the highway in Georgia, and it's kind of funny. You see this hand flopping all the time on a steering wheel. And
Yeah,
what I'm talking
waving.
about, they're waving at you passing by them. Now in California, well, I can't
It's
say
the
that
middle
on here.
finger.
You know what I mean?
If you wave, they
Yeah,
give you
I'm
the
gonna
middle
cut
finger.
you off. And Kerry talked about that today on his stream. Oh, it's maddening. It's a nightmare.
I think people are friendlier back in the East and Virginia,
Oh yeah.
Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio.
Well, they're more friendly. I think I really like driving in Georgia more than anywhere because they're so friendly. They will pull over and let you go past. They'll wave at you, oncoming or passing by. Not
Uh,
out
my,
here.
my niece says somebody asked her one time if everybody in Georgia was racist.
Well,
Well, the South does have a reputation. I mean,
I know that, but still,
me and Chris both know that's yes and a no answer. But yeah,
that was just, I would say that was just uncalled for.
yeah.
I mean, you can't automatically assume.
well, no, but again, people associate people from the South. I mean, all over the world. In California, they fluff.
They fluff. Yeah,
PH Ringer, that's
they
pretty
fluff. It's a good one, Beach Ringer.
The South is nothing but a bunch of no good inbreds.
good.
Wait a minute now.
I'm just
Back that train up. You're talking about West Virginia, Chris.
And Kentucky and Tennessee.
Oh, really? You been there?
I have relatives that live in Kentucky. Yeah.
Well, my
I could
dad's
make.
from
Oh,
Kentucky.
this did not download. What the heck? I got to get with Darren.
I'm just messing with you.
I asked Darren to download something for me today.
But it's so cool to drive down them highways, and they're so considerate, and they wave at you. Everybody waves at everybody. Just like with bikers, we all take care of each other. If you're on a motorcycle, we wave at each other. Somebody looks like they got a problem, we stop, check them out. Anywhere else, oh, go screw yourself. I don't know you, you know? Carrie was even talking about that on this channel a little bit today. Yeah, Illinois, this guy came over off ramp, blah, 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 but you know what I mean.
I
If
wasn't
anybody
watching
saw
him
it,
much. I saw a little bit of him.
he talked about some of his experience on the highway. I'm like, yep, I've been there, done that. So,
Has he been to Georgia? Did he say he been to Georgia?
no, he was talking about Illinois and some other place. He even talked about Indiana today. He talked about, just drivers, I don't know, for 10, 20 minutes.
Well, he should come to Georgia.
And I don't think he's ever been in Georgia, but he did bring up something about NASCAR in India that caught my eye and my ears. Oh yeah, all those people live in Virginia and always. Yes, sir. That's NASCAR country on that side of the country.
Bobby said his mom and he were laughing at the Alex thing. I'm guessing he's talking about the opening thing that I did with Alex. I'm still revising that too. I've got a little bit more I want to do to it.
Is that being heard over? Can y'all hear that?
Yep. No, what? Are you playing something in your background?
No, I got a fan going that plugs into a USB port.
No, I can't hear it. I'm listening kind of intently, but I'm not hearing anything.
Did you get a lot of rain this weekend, Chris? I got off my oldest brother's. I got off the phone with my oldest brother in Georgia earlier. I mean, in Statesboro.
Actually, they got more than we did because that storm was
Yeah, that's what he was saying. I keep forgetting where you're at. You're what, Jenkins County? No, you're more north, right? But anyway.
I think we lost Chris. He's muted.
Oh, shit.
I think
Well, I asked the wrong question, didn't I?
I guess. Then scared him away, asked him where he lives.
He lives up near.
He told me once, and I looked it up, but I forgot.
He lives up near Macon, but it's okay.
So Carrie actually was talking about the 500 today?
Yeah.
I may have to go back and watch that.
Well,
I'm back. I know, I didn't mean to interrupt.
What happened?
I was talking to my mother on the radio, so I had to mute.
Okay. So you're up, let's see, you're north of Jenkins County?
I'm about 70 miles from Statesboro.
North.
Oh, well, on I-16.
What in the
Oh,
heck?
okay. So you're west of Statesboro.
Yeah, west of Statesboro.
You're close to the mountains. Nice. Really
No, I'm
nice.
not close to the mountains. I'm close to Macon.
Okay, I know exactly where Macon's at. Nice. So you didn't get none of that weather? That's pretty
No,
crazy.
it moved on up it moved inland a little bit, about as far as Statesboro, and then moved on up.
It bypassed you 100%. Pretty cool. Well, interesting. I don't think it's cool, but interesting. Need all the water we can get from the skies.
Yeah, we could use a little bit.
I know we could sure use rain. Everything's drying out. We had rain predicted a couple days, and it just went elsewhere.
There's something below Jacksonville. It's a low pressure. It might move up this way. I don't know if it'll move on off the coast or what.
Oh yeah, that's a big low pressure. That thing out there looks like it's trying to turn into a hurricane, but it's not going to happen. It's blowing off the East Coast.
Inland. I'm talking about inland. There's one down there in Miami too. There's some storms.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And then there's all out Nassau, Bahamas, and all that. There's a lot of, but it's moving northeast. That's unusual.
What the
for this time of year?
Thing? They call it Atlantic #1. They're not even calling it a tropical storm yet. It's in the Gulf of Mexico. That's interesting.
Okay.
Where do these people come up with these names? We never called storms names before.
I don't know when that
I'm curious, when did that get started? Hurricane Andrew and Fran, that's when they start. Now they got names for forest fires out here in California. I haven't figured that out neither. What? Okay,
Well,
let's name
I
them.
know they've done it. They've done it for several years. I mean, since
But now it's a
the
popular
90s.
thing. It's weird.
Oh my goodness. Guess who's in Ken Stout's chat?
I'm not watching chat. I'm doing something behind the scenes.
My friend from last night.
Cool.
Um,
Fortnite, it's better.
well, I don't necessarily know that Fortnite's better than mine. I mean,
I'm
I'm gonna
robbing the
say
bank right now. Really?
his name was 12X. Jacob
Was
12X. I'm gonna say hello 12 Jacob 12X. Nice to see you. Some things are better than some things are more important than Fortnite.
I'm having
I better
problems
not.
in
I'll just
DaVinci. You
say
guys
not.
are cracking me up. I'll have to do this later.
I can't do that.
BH said they could use some rain there. Out of control fires. Fires have evacuated
Where at?
20,000 plus up in
Really?
He lives in Nova Scotia.
Oh shit! Yeah, they got a big forest fire over there. I've been watching that too. Holy crap!
I'm taking it, Jake, 12 times as Zenjack. Is that who that is?
Oh, is it Zenjack?
Oh, I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Maybe I should ask him. Jacob 12 times Fortnite. Are you Zenjack or are you someone else? I'm going to go with it's Zenjack.
Oh man, yeah. Okay.
I'm just going out on a limb here and saying that. I don't honestly know. Do not know. Oh, can't do. So he said, "Hey," that doesn't answer my question.
Did you get my email?
I did. I was going to answer you here in a little bit. That's fine. No, there's no rush on that.
Oh well, I gotta take care of my stuff, but
Sure. Oh,
I might add some goodies to it since you like racing.
That'd be all right.
Some of the stuff I don't.
If you happen to have a lens laying around that you're not using, it'll fit my camera body, and it just mysteriously ends up in there. I'm not going to say anything.
We'll talk about that.
That's fine. Just messing with you.
I know you are.
Yeah. Tony Wallow points out caps on I am Zenjack. It sounds like I am Groot.
Well, is this a new follow you got?
Do what?
Is this a new follower you got?
I think Zenjack has been around for a while. He just keeps changing his name for whatever the reason.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I mean, if as long as he subscribes and my subscription goes up, that's cool. He can change his name, every day of the week for all I care.
Oh.
Hey,
Jacob.
He said something about, hey, Ken, go
for turtle cheese today. I don't know.
Hey, Jacob.
What is that?
No idea. I guess it's go for turtle cheese. I couldn't tell you.
Kid might put his Zoom email on the screen right now. Once you get on Zoom.
I think he knows the email actually, but I don't have Stream Deck running right now, or do I have Stream Deck running right? I don't. Oh, speaking of Zoom, I've got to make an adjustment when we get 2 more people in here because it cut the entire top row off last night. Nobody noticed it until I got a comment from someone, and they said the entire top row was cut off. So I went back and watched it, and sure enough, the entire top row was cut off. So I don't know what's going on with that. Jacob, take your caps off. That's not good. Your first one was
he's a mysterious man, so he doesn't want to come into his own.
Can ask him if he can see my I hope he didn't block me.
Jacob,
what?
Chris would like to know if you're seeing his comment that he put in there.
I did not mean anything, Jacob, last night on Josh's. It was just a joke.
Oh,
I
he's
figured
on
Josh might
Josh's
join us
too.
tonight. He said he was going back to the group home tonight.
Is gopher Tortoise. It's a type of turtle.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds horrible if there's an actual thing called gopher turtle cheese.
Oh, that's blocking my screen.
That's I guess as I get older, my taste buds
Cannot
change.
use a computer chair as a recliner.
No,
Duh.
pretty hard to do.
Well, I'm making it work right now.
Wait till you get to be my age.
You know what happened to my nephew one time when he did that old toe chair? Fell backwards and he fell on the floor. It wasn't funny then, but it's funny now.
I've heard stories. Man, it looks like it's going to rain, but it's not.
Those chairs are not cheap.
We kind of had like 5 drops fall as we were getting to the golf course. I mean, I was going to play no matter what.
If I fall backwards in this chair, it's not cheap neither. This is a $300 chair. I might break it with my skinny little butt.
Not to mention, if you fall backwards, there's a good possibility you might get hurt.
Might be a possibility I might not wake up, so that's not cool neither.
Nope. All right, so that went the wrong way. Oh, geez, what is going on?
What's up? I like red.
Yeah, I'll jump back over to DaVinci. I want to get this set up. But for some reason, DaVinci's doing almost the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do.
What the hell is Sam wearing?
Oh, he found the filters too. I see.
Oh, thank you, William.
3D glasses.
Oh, we've known about those for a while. That's nothing new. We've all messed around with that at some point in time.
Yeah, well, I have it.
Really?
I have it. I thought what we did with cloning all the Dougs was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
I can't believe everybody worked together on that, but it didn't go as well as it was planned, but it still worked out good.
It says you play golf course, I play Fortnite. Yeah, and you'd probably beat me at Fortnite, and I'd probably tear you up on the golf course. So we're even.
I don't get the video games.
I played Fortnite for a while. It's not my cup of tea.
This is probably why they do not put the ability to create your own avatar from normal videos.
Oh,
I wish they would though, because there's a couple of really cool things you could do. Yeah, I like those that he's got on now. These are all right.
Not much choice.
That background Greg Guy's got used to scare the hell out of my stepkids. Every time I see that, I was like, I wish he would take that down. But no offense, he can put whatever he wants up.
It's the guy from the X-Men, only it's got a rainbow instead of the red beam.
What the heck? Are you scanning me right now? Okay, I can deal with the Christmas lights. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Where the hell did you find all? Oh, you got a bunch of stuff saved.
No, this is a Zoom application. If you go down to the stop video and click on the up arrow and go to choose video filter, then it's all in there. Like you got this, which is kind of neat. But I don't like it's not centered. If it was more centered, that'd be all right. I don't like this one. That was kind of silly.
What was that, Pac-Man machine?
That's what it looks like. Bunch of smileys. That's the one Jose uses a lot. Or one similar to that.
Oh.
Television. Just kind of cool. Sam Tudor could put his glasses on. That looked pretty neat.
That is a cool old television.
It is. I mean,
with the
some of it's pretty neat. And then you got,
Yeah, I was the damn remote control when I was a kid.
They're going to be speaking in the Inspector Clouseau voice from here on out.
We use a cable box on that type of TV. and the other one didn't have to have one.
You could go to my John Lennon. Now,
That's
there's got to
pretty
be a
cool.
button in here that says yes, none. I want to get rid of that. So, Bobby had to
Speaking
change the
of-
remote and his battery. Oh, you got to hate that. Top is cut off on Ken and William. Yes, it is. Thank you. So let me fix that. I have no idea what's wrong with this. I had to laugh at Doug today when he said something about his settings didn't change, much like Ken Stout's settings never change. That kind of cracked me up. I swear I don't. Once I get them set, now it is unlocked. I do see that the Zoom is unlocked, so there's a possibility that I might have been doing something on another one, thinking I was on, like the clocks, for example, and I was actually on the Zoom, and it affected that. So let me go see if I can do something with this. The problem is if I take Zoom up, no, that doesn't do it. We're still cut off. All right, so the clocks are going to temporarily go away. If you're watching the stream, nobody in Zoom can see this unless you're watching the stream. The clocks are temporarily going away. I'm going to come back to the Zoom window. I'm going to transform it, fit the screen. Now, see, even it fit the screen. So why are we cut off?
Yeah, it's cut off right there.
What
is. The heck?
I'm not sure, actually.
Oh, the bottom's cut off too.
I think the height is too high.
Didn't you do a full screen last time and it worked?
I can try that, sure. So
now, if you get 25 Zoom people in there, you're gonna have to get rid of those clocks or some things because you're not gonna be able to fit that many people in there.
No, Doug and I actually had it set up to where it would proportion everything out and work just fine.
It will.
It did at one time, but there's been 12 changes since then. So let's go full screen on Zoom. And yeah, that seems to balance it out. Now here's the problem with that. I'm going to now bring this back over here. Now he says uncrop it. So Wintermute's uncrop, edit transforms. If I do that, nope, that's not what I want. Right click, transform. You can rotate it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. If I fit the screen, that doesn't change it because it's already fit the screen. Okay. So what he's saying is I need to bring that down to about there.
Okay, now we can see Photo Mix Media.
Is he in here? Oh no, his QR code, yes. But
yeah.
More importantly, you can see almost all of the clocks. So I'm either going to have to redo the clocks, which I am going to have to do those at some point in time, or I'm going to have to shrink this down to about right there and then center it about right there. Nobody's cut off right now, so we'll see what happens when the next Zoom person comes in. Chris Garrett says 4 and 5.
No, I was talking about those old TVs. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but like there was no channel 1, there was 2 through 13, and the actual frequency for channel 1 is between 4 and 5.
Yep.
So you could if the cable company had a channel 1, you could turn your TV to channel 4 and fine tune that in.
Yep. I know about that.
All right, Sam, I'm going to pick your brain for a minute. Hello, Jim. Didn't hear the bell, but that's okay.
Mr. Jim's here in the house.
Sure, what do you need?
So I'm holding down my Alt button, and I'm pressing Alt, and I'm trying to move the bottom arrow to move the clocks, but it's moving the clocks themselves. If I release the button and just move it, then it shrinks them down like that. That's not what I want.
Well, that could be okay.
I mean, I don't know what you're
But
trying to
if you
accomplish.
get
Well, the top
well,
of the
like,
clocks are cut off. I don't like that. So I want to
yeah,
fix
they're
that
cut
problem.
off.
So
But the other night you had almost what 16 people in Zoom.
yeah, it's proportional now. When Jim came in, it did what it should. Nobody's cut off right now.
So what are the clocks exactly? Is that something in OBS or is that an HTML page?
It's an HTML page.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I
you can
didn't know
adjust
that.
you could probably go into the HTML and change the dang on margin on the top of the page a little bit to bring
So
the
you can
clocks.
move so it's not cut off. That makes perfect sense.
Just add a little bit of margin to the top elements there, the row of clocks. That's the
Okay.
only thing I can think of that would fix that.
All right. Well, I mean, look at that.
Maybe add about 10 pixels to the padding or margin.
Hold Alt and drag to the top of OBS. When it says hold Alt and drag to the top of OBS. Well, that's going to reduce the clocks.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so I don't want that. I was planning to get ready to watch Fox at 13 at 10. Hey, Bobby, what's more important, Ken Stout Live or Fox at 10? Come on, that's a no-brainer. Of course, Ken Stout Live is more important. Chris, you can get Channel 13 out of Tampa?
I did back in the day before it was digital.
Oh,
I could
cool.
sometimes.
I used to get it out of Statesboro myself too.
Yeah, because it would interfere with Macon Station.
Now, OBS did have an update today. I don't think that's affecting this at all, but let's leave that right like that.
Macon don't really have any TV stations, but anyway.
They do. They got all 4 networks, major networks. How many ever they are now?
Well, they changed stuff up on me since I moved out. That was 2004, by the way.
Oh, they've had stations for a year. Oh, let's see. The newest station is probably, there used to be ABC, and then it was Fox. Channel
Just in
58.
case
That's
the
the
need
newest, but it's
arrives, Jim.
independent now. It's actually in Me TV now. It's actually a local Me TV.
Oh, that's after they told us all to upgrade our TVs to a different frequency.
That is how I'm getting Me TV on Dish, because I'm getting it off the local station.
Oh, you got Dish?
Yeah, so I think they still got the main channel removed from Dish though. But I'm getting it out of Macon, so
I could pick up Me TV here in Fresno on a regular antenna or
yeah,
cable.
they probably.
But I want to get rid of this cable box. The only thing I use it for is the local news. I have not turned on this cable box in 2 months. And now I understand why Doug got rid of his. I need to turn this thing in. It's costing me money. It's stupid. I'm not using it. But anyway, it is what it is.
Will they give you just internet only?
Yeah, they could do that. This is what Doug's got. It's a hell of a lot cheaper. I'm paying what, 160 or something? I think Doug's paying $90. That's a lot of savings. I don't need local TV. I don't need cable box. Get rid of it. Only time I ever turned it on was for local news. Well, the local news is streaming free on Hulu and every platform. Free.
Yeah.
I could care less about the national news because that's all fake.
Hey, I'm going to share this, Ken, if it's okay. That recovery, that partition mini tool recovery, it's recovering a lot of stuff.
Yeah, let me move my thing out of the way here and see. Yeah, I've made what I think is the right one to change, and the clocks aren't changing. So
see this?
I'll deal with it a little bit.
It's got all it's found what is that? 233,743 files.
You're not going to want to recover all of those.
Lost partition.
Oh, I would.
Oh, it has how many? lost partitions. It's found 4 lost partitions now, 5.
Really? Do you have a hard drive big enough to
4
keep
terabyte.
all? Okay, never
I
mind.
accidentally deleted about last year. I was doing let's see what you call it, this part, and I selected
Oh,
the wrong drive. That is
oh my
why
gosh.
now. That is why now when I do this part, I only have the drive I'm doing it on hooked up.
Oh, you use DOS command or command prompt. Yeah, you do this part and you say, hey, delete this, you're done.
Yeah, but it's finding them. Maybe they're recoverable.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, I have tried that, but partial files, I don't know what you're using. I tried something else. I forgot what the software was.
It's called
I think Ken even asked me, "Did you get all the files back?" I was like, "Yeah, I got some, but not all of them."
this is called Mini Tool Partition Wizard Pro Ultimate.
Oh yeah, I've used that before.
I paid for it.
Oh, you paid for it? I
Yeah,
didn't.
and it was worth it though. If they're getting all this, it's worth it.
Whenever you ask how many partitions did you have before, Chris?
Only one partition, but this is the lost partitions that it's found. I guess I must have deleted other partitions before.
Oh wow.
I've actually used it for several things. So, but it's finding them, and it did that on another drive too. Did I?
What if I do this? Let's try
That's something I
this.
want to hit Doug up with. SpinRite. They found a code that was bad way back in the day, and the code was it how to explain this? They wrote the code for like 80 gigabytes hard drives, and now they're finding out now since hard drives has grown to terabytes. Oh, that particular code was bad the whole time on SpinRite. So I'm kind of curious if Doug has followed up on that or not, because he does have SpinRite.
I might could start me a data recovery service.
Oh,
I said start a data recovery service where I
well,
recover stuff.
You want a building in Sheridan? I can bring it up and we can put get your name on there.
yeah.
Is that
Alex can have some
telegraph?
competition.
Is that telegraph office?
That would, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of buildings to choose from. I mean,
Yeah.
give him some competition.
I was going to ask him if his telegraph machine had high speed internet.
Oh my gosh. What's the speed test on it?
Yeah, really.
I have sent 2 of my clients to $300 data recovery, and they've both been successful. And one of them, well, I'm not gonna say on here. We're still live on YouTube, right?
Yes,
No,
we
I'm not
are.
gonna
Yeah,
talk
we
about.
are.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
About
But anyway,
19 minutes to go.
they have recovered their data, so it's worth $300. And they do not take phone calls. You talk to them, email only. And if you go to their web page, there's 4 videos of Kerry Holzman checking the place out. Pretty cool.
$300 day recovery.
Yep. They're here in LA. I think the other guy's in New York, which is the next best one, but he charges thousands of dollars. I don't know how these guys compete with each other.
I mean,
And I look at it at another different view of point. Well, me as a photographer, can I get this photo? Can you get that? You know what I mean?
And
Pretty
hopefully, I've been
interesting.
doing backups, and if I ever need something, the latest backup will have what I need. Um, Years ago, when we were in California, we actually used a service out of LA. It was about $700, but they got all of our pictures back for us.
I
Um,
wonder if it's the same company or not.
if it is, he reduced it drastically because it cost us 700. It was going to cost about 1,000. I was like, no, it's no too expensive. Um, and I went to the my boss card says, my boss says card, whatever you want to call it. So he dropped it. I mean, instantly. He goes, "How does 700 sound?" I'm like, "It's better than $1,000, but he's probably not going no lower." Um, that drive lasted about 4 years, maybe 5 at the outside most, and then one day it just stopped. But I had already taken most of the stuff off of it and thrown it on my hard drive, so I was good. I had everything I wanted. BH Ringer asks, at Jim, did you finish your photo project?
Don't throw it on a hard drive too hard because you might break the platters.
Yeah, I thought we had that discussion the other day.
I don't think BH was with us,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah, it's finished. I mean, I've got editing to do on the photos. I got cleanup to do. But the basic getting everything over into a digital space, then that's done.
Right. The heavy lifting of that's done, right?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Who are Allie and Mark? Allie and Mark must be newscasters in Tampa Bay, I'm guessing. Bobby said he's got his TV on mute. I should go mute Mrs. K's TV so I don't have to listen to the Filipino stuff. She made it, I believe, 12 holes getting out of the golf cart and trying to, I haven't seen the video. I have no idea how it looks. And after about 12, she just sat in the golf cart and she was doing this. I'll just zoom it from here. I had one putt that I pray that she got because I'm 15 feet away or so, and I tap it because it's downhill. And how that ball didn't fall in the hole, I don't know. There had to be a lid on the hole, seriously. And then she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I have 10 seconds to get to the ball. Golf rules say you have 10 seconds before you have to putt the ball or mark it or whatever." So I took at least 10 seconds. And as I'm walking up, I'm trying to stomp on the ground, shake the ground a little bit, maybe get the doggone thing to fall. It never did fall. I've not seen the video. I don't know. So I hope she got that. I put one ball in the water, not intentional. Actually, I put 2 balls in the water today because Mrs. K, we get to the 4th hole and there's a little lake to the right. And she goes, "Oh, there's a water hazard there." I'm like, "Great, you just boom right in the water." Jinxed me. So that didn't go well. They come on at 10:30 last night because of NASCAR. Yeah, NASCAR pretty much took over a lot of things. I mean, NASCAR's going to make more money than your local news is going to make. It's a big money game. I mean, whether we like it or not.
A lot of money in there.
Yeah.
I used to really enjoy going to Richmond Speedway in Atlanta. And, what's the big one? Talladega. I've been there once. That was fun.
Big track. It's a big bank track, too.
Yeah. I didn't enjoy myself at Atlanta. Every time I went there, it would rain. And me being a machinist, we knew other machinists that we sold gauges to and this and that and the other to. NASCAR is buying stuff. They want your equipment. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, Well, it's getting the infield for free. Some of what they kind of did was kind of illegal, but we got in there.
Bobby says, I'm live on his iPhone and the news is live on his TV. Yeah, that should be flip flopped. I should be live on the TV. And they should be on the phone. Me and Bobby got to have a talk. That's just all there is to it.
So you need to make this stream live on your TV.
Well, I can. I can go watch it on the big
Mrs. K won't be able to watch Filipino.
Yeah, she
watches YouTube. That's kind of messed up, though. That's going to create a war between some of.
No, not really. She actually is starting to help out quite a bit. She watches the streams, and then she'll point out things. I point out things, and we take notes. And then she's actually gotten involved in some editing now, which is good. And we are going to get the Mrs. K cooking channel up and running.
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Doug gave you both of you guys good suggestions.
Doug's been a big help. No argument there.
Oh, Doug's wonderful. That's a really great guy.
That makes me think of a joke, and I don't remember what the comedy bit was. It was, he's a great guy, Steve. He's just a great guy. It's a comedy bit from a long time ago. Many, many, many moons ago.
I was shocked that Kerry Holzman and Doug and me want to figure out this undeletable file crap I had.
A lot of knowledge there.
I try to replicate that and make it happen again just to prove that what he did fixed the problem, but I haven't been able to do it. I could have restored the image because I did have backups and go through them same steps, but I didn't because that's just a pain in the butt, if you know what I mean.
I don't know how good you are at restoring the or recreating the problem, but every time I try to recreate something, it goes horribly wrong. I'm not good at recreating things.
Well, I want to do that to prove that he did work.
Sometimes it's fun to learn how to fix the problem.
Yeah, well, he fixed the problem. I want to know how he fixed it. And he stumbled across it somehow. I can't remember, but it was cool.
Bobby says maybe do a prank on Mrs. K. No, we're not going to do that.
I don't know how many times I go, I was, hey man, thanks, thank you. He never acknowledged me, but he finally acknowledged me.
One of you
but that was a pain in my butt. Why are these files still showing up in my photos? They're empty. They've been deleted.
Ken, I wonder if you could hijack her TV, make Zoom appear suddenly on her TV.
Oh, you're reading my mind, Chris. Stop it.
I don't know if I can do that or not, though. Seriously.
She's probably hearing us.
No, she's more than likely she's asleep because she's watching the Filipino station. More than likely, because she had a rough day of running around.
Puts her to sleep like riding in an airplane when it's taxiing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll put you to sleep.
She falls asleep in the car before I get out of the driveway.
Now, if you open YouTube, go to your channel, and if you're able to, you can mirror it to the TV.
I can just go to the TV and go to YouTube and bring it up that way.
Well, Tim,
same way, but if you want to be sneaky about it and do it from another room.
That happened one day at church, Tim. A child was watching something on something with kids, and then all of a sudden it appeared on the TV screen where the pastor had the scriptures. I guess the phone had previously been connected to that TV.
But once again, I see Brian's joined us, and I didn't hear the bell. I give up.
Somebody accidentally leaked the credentials or whatever. I know what you mean. I've seen it happen too, Chris. It's funny, and it's funny, but it's not funny. It's not cool when all of a sudden your TV just starts playing this stuff because it could be something bad or good.
And the kids were playing their games on his big screen when nobody knew it.
That's funny.
There's been, what was it? I went to, we rented a whole theater to watch some airplane show or something. And there was some kid in the audience, and he accidentally clicked on something. He mirrored his video to the big screen in the theater. Oh gosh, what a freaking mess that was. They actually shut off the I don't know how to do it in the theaters. They had to actually shut the screen down because it was inappropriate. It was like a 16-year-old or 18-year-old, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. But
They were watching porn or something. But anyway, it
It
showed up on the big screen in the theater. It's like, oops. Of course, security's gotten better since then. I think that was back in what, 2010. You can't do that kind of stuff no more.
All right. Gotta get this
be
done. I'm running out of time. Go ahead, you guys keep talking. I've got to get what I'm doing done. Otherwise, I'm not going to mention any names, but somebody's going to complain that it's not got the right day for the next stream.
Oh, there's
not
Alex.
mentioning names. Though.
And there's Brian. There's that guy that tried to run me off of 168.
What? He wasn't successful, Brian. I want my money back.
I've been here for 10 hours, Ken.
I saw you were there earlier. Now the screen is temporarily going to change on the stream.
Yeah. Ken won. Brian won. He spun the dial and ran me off the road.
Yelled at you too.
Brian, did you get the credit card number?
Did.
Oh no.
9999999999999.
Well, did you read my credit card number I posted on there?
Oh, you 812 was the last digits. 505 or 515, I think it was.
Yeah, 555.
Or 555. Okay.
OU 812.
Yeah,
I'm surprised between Brian and Photo Mix Media, Jose, they didn't take snapshots as they were passing me on the right side going no, that was it was 168 going to 180 to 99.
We didn't know you were there until we almost ran you over.
You didn't run me over.
Likely excuse.
I'm still here.
Oh, by the way, Ken, I don't know if you discussed it earlier here because I was feeding my face. So it was a matter of choices. But anyhow, I think I figured out why I couldn't find your show this morning. And yet you even sent me a photo showing you were online.
I did. You're right.
And all I can say is that's living proof that there's more than one YouTube in the United States. And what I mean by that is we know there's various servers that YouTube has.
Right.
And the server that's sending me the info obviously had not yet been updated to show your show. So that's why it didn't exist for me.
If we would have thought about it, Brian, we would have found someone else on the West Coast to test to see if it was there. And that would almost verify that because everyone who had it was on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I don't know whether I had it or not because we all know I didn't watch it.
You're here 5 minutes and the stream's getting ready to end, and you're going to make it to the waiting room after all. I was beginning to wonder, man. Just
Oh.
in the, it's like the nick of time.
Damn, I'm not
I
co-host
know.
yet.
Tell me about it.
I was asleep.
No, tomorrow will be 10:30. I had to. You can't change anything once the stream starts in OBS without it going across the stream. That's why you saw it briefly. It'll be 10:30 tomorrow. Supposedly on the 1st, she's supposed to go to 6 p.m. at night to 6:30 a.m. I say supposedly because we're not getting any straight answers yet. When that change takes place, I will be streaming every night at 9 o'clock. I'm going to have to write a special memo to someone that lives down in Arkansas so that he understands the show starts at 9 o'clock. Come to think of it, he was the one complaining about the show starting so late, and if I could start at 9 o'clock, and then he shows up with 2 minutes to go. Maybe I should put him in the waiting room.
I've never complained. I'm just glad I'm allowed to come on here.
9 is a good starting time, very selfishly for me. It really is. It's a bad starting time for everybody on the West Coast, though, because 9 for me is 6 for you guys. And that's just a bad time.
Right.
We might get together and split the difference and find out what works the best as a whole, but I don't know.
It's not gonna work no matter what you do.
Oh gosh, no, you can't please everybody. I mean,
No, you
Right.
can't. You know, what about people in other countries? You can't do it.
like
They just
Darren
go-
and Catherine and BH
Yeah,
Ringer
exactly.
and Mimi.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your 9 p.m. where you're at, Ken, may be interrupting their breakfast.
That's true. Well, let's see. Darren right now it's 3 a.m. So he's either stumbling in from the pub or just getting up. One of the two. Or both. Knowing Darren.
You might be interrupting me having a good time that I haven't had in a long time.
That's, yeah. I mean, you actually go to the live shows and things around your neck of the woods. So, and that's, I have no problem with that. I think it's good.
And
Yeah,
you might,
I did that all weekend. I'm
Did
kind
any-
of pissed.
Did anybody see Roy in chat tonight? I don't think I saw him in chat.
No, I
Anyway,
didn't.
Sam was first, and I will get his name put on the first award thing tonight for tomorrow.
Sam was first. Ooh wee.
Ran Israel was there at 12:46, followed by Brian Lightfoot at 12:48 because of the redirect. That was kind of funny.
we had a good time long before the show even started.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Tony Wallow was there. Sam One Fish 26. William Dawson. I need to go look at that link to see what you guys were talking about with Thumper. I ran out of time this morning. I don't know. Is this a stealth mode X video thing or is this a legitimate thing?
Legitimate.
Okay.
What? It's legitimate.
Okay. Well, stealth mode pranked me. He says, "Oh yeah, X videos. That's a good site. Good site." And boy, he sold that hook, and I took a hook, line, and sinker. It's a porn site. Not a good
Really?
site.
Well, I could have told
Mike
you
Wojcik
that.
was there. Do what, Alex?
I could have told you that.
Well, why didn't you? You were in
Oh,
chat that
really?
night. Jacob
Whoa.
12 times was there, which is Zen Jack.
And no,
Wait
I've
a
never
minute.
looked at it.
Wait, whoa,
Winter
whoa,
Mute,
whoa.
Chris
Whoa,
Garrett.
back this train up. You look at porn sites, Alex?
No. I was just able to deduce. By the X videos.
Yeah.
By the name of it that's what
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. Mute,
You're not going to
mute,
talk.
mute.
Good night, everybody on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow, 10:30.
Everybody.
Night.
Wait, let me have one last thing before we go. Let
Peter,
us do one last thing on
I
YouTube
confess,
before we go.
I'm wrong.
I know what it's going to be.
Peter, put me in the
Oh,
waiting
there
room.
it is.
I
Check that
confess,
out.
I'm wrong.
Damn, Alex, you got your own hotel house.
I confess,
No, it's his
I'm
telegraph support service.
Peter, but
Shenanigans.
And
Okay.
he's got a
that
5-year guarantee.
Peter, but
5-year
Now,
guarantee.
the 5-year
I
guarantee
confess,
needs to be explained.
I'm wrong.
What that means is
but
you ain't guaranteed for 5 years. What
I
it means is
confess,
he'll fix it
I'm
today.
wrong.
5 years from today, he's going to come back and check it out. That's what that means.
I confess, I'm
Good night, everybody.
Peter, but
Sign me up.